Right front's down. I don't know. That may have been why he was as high as he was. A lot of times, if I think I've got a problem, I'm getting closer to that wall, not farther away.
Into 3.
Yeah, with that right
coming into 35 coming.
With that right front flat, he can't get the car to go left.
That's on the 4.
And with these self-cleaning straightaways, makes the job even tougher.
Yeah, I think I broke toe link.
Excited.
Guarantee you broke toe link.
Now he's in the 200-lap finale. He doesn't have to worry about transferring in. He just has to worry about not tearing up that car.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like there's any. You see some scuff marks on the back of the car.
You see it right here going down too, but that's just because he had it locked down.
Yeah, and I think
not a lot of damage on his 54.
Most of the damage is going to come from that right front tire coming apart.
Watch it at the top of your screen. Here he comes back down the hill. The car starts to get sideways. He's loose, folks. I don't know if that right front was down. It doesn't look like it's down. It blows right there. So just got loose up off the corner and spun around. Best combined finish. He's not going to be able to hold him off. Easy pass for Reddick.
Good work. Nice and smooth. Nobody coming.
10 to go. Zilich and Allmendinger continue to go at it.
Zilich was all the way out of the groove right there. I would assume Allmendinger probably had to chase that thing up the racetrack, but finally was able to make that pass up off the corner. But
he just needs to limp this thing back. 9 to go here. Just finish it off. Do not wreck this race car, and I think he'll be in. Zilich in position to start 8th in the finale. McDowell in the 71, 9th. Now Ryan Blaney has come back out on track. He is guaranteed into the finale. There's the Ford Racing Cam. First time we've shown that today on Blaney's car.
I want you to think about this, guys. We've seen a lot of these cars get wrecked and go to the garage over the past couple of years and come back out on the racetrack and receive the fastest lap. I'm not saying that's going to happen today, but I'm just saying there might be a possibility that they come back on the racetrack to be pretty competitive.
You think there's an opportunity to be even better than they were before?
You have an excuse if something's not done correctly is all I'm saying.
Well, plus, Larry, when you come back out of that garage, you don't have to go back through inspection before you go back on the track. We always repair to better.
That's right.
You know, you're riding with the Advent Health in-car camera here. Eric Jones, remember, he and Trent Owens, they stayed out too, and they're sitting there running third. That move may move them further up when we start that 200-lap segment.
That is quite possible. Jones right now would start 6th based on the combined totals of finishes. If he stays in position he's in. Denny Hamlin works underneath Bowman. And making that pass would put Hamlin on the pole for the 200-lapper. There you have it. Patience is a virtue. It's what we've seen out of the experience in Denny Hamlin today so far. Now the only way that Chase Briscoe gets to start on the pole is he's got to get back past Tyler Reddick before this ends in 4 laps.
And that's not going to happen unless something happens to Reddick, but I still think it's been a pretty successful couple stages for Chase Briscoe. I think they've done a good job, and we spoke about this on the qualifying show yesterday. What they need is something just a whole weekend to come together to get some momentum. And how many times have we seen teams go to the All-Star race, win the All-Star race, and all of a sudden take off for the rest of the years? That's what needs to happen for this 19 team, as much trouble as they've had to start this season.
It's going to take a single digit of combined finishes to start on the front row for 200 laps. Hamlin with a 5, Briscoe with a 6. Bubba back on the racetrack. Man, talk about a day. He's been the infield care center, back in the race car. They repaired the damages. Now we're back on it. We're going to see what he has in the final stage.
And I think this was the best race car. I know you disagree with me, but I think this was the best race car at the beginning as Tyler Reddick takes the white flag for segment 2.
75 laps. Reddick is going to lead 39 of them. A.J. Allmendinger led 27. Chase Briscoe 7. Shane Van Gisbergen 2. It's a regular checkered flag because NASCAR is officiating each of these 3 races as separate individual entities rather than having a stage break. So, Tyler Reddick's win right here should put him in the first 2 rows of our 200-lap finale. There are the results on the left. And we believe of the drivers trying to race their way in, at least 8 of them should transfer into the finale based on how many of the 19 guaranteed starters are able to answer the call for the green flag. We'll be right back, getting ready for the all-star finale and $1 million.
Ooh.